Welcome to the back nine of the Sula Open, presented by Discmania on the Euro Pro Tour, filmed by SM Productions. We're coming down the stretch now. Maybe the rain is starting to let up. Maybe we're going to see some better shots. I'm at 10 under. Øyvind is nipping at my heels at 7. KJ is at 3, and Juhani is clinging under par at 1 under.
Yep, I'm Simon Lazat. Welcome, disc golf fans, to Spin TV, filmed by SM Disc Golf Productions, who have done an amazing job. And I'm here with the leader, Mr. Gregg Barsby.
Well, we're on hole 10. This is the real meat of the course. I think probably one of the signature holes on the track. You have a mando off the tee and a double mando down in the fairway. Once you're through there, and you have a long stretch of fairway out to the basket, which is tucked behind the trees. This is a true par 5 with the way that the mandos make you play it.
Yeah, there's no little tricky shots over the top or biting anything off of this hole. You have to play the low, straight. Most players would throw, as a right-handed, of course, the hyzer. And which is nice is on the left side of the fairway down there is actually a huge rock, which is a great backstop. So that's what you were trying, what at least I was trying to hit.
Well, even playing it down, that's in pretty good position for the roller. A lot of guys take that second shot roller if you're a little cut off. I'm playing a 10-time KC Eagle.
That's a decent disc.
With a flick, and that is about as good as I could throw it. Maybe a little longer, but that's perfect.
You threw it about like that all 3 rounds.
Yes.
It's like you're good at that shot.
It's like I know that shot. A lot of people think that might be a pretty adverse play, especially with the mando on the right.
Yeah.
But, you just got to know the disc, and thankfully... Whoa!
Wow. That made the mando.
Barely clipped that branch and made the mando. That's probably the farthest drive I've seen.
Yes.
On this hole. Now, KJ... just going to take something nice and smooth down the way. He's breathing on it. He's feeling it.
He should be good at this shot. Looks like a fairway driver. T-bird, I would guess. Maybe eagle?
Sawed it off a little bit, but that's fine.
That's fine. As long as you're left, it doesn't really matter how short you are. You can play for the 4 or try to go aggressive with a roller.
Here's Øyvind, and he's going... Oh! Caught a clip on the tree there, but that wasn't a bad kick at all. That put him right in the fairway.
Yeah, he is about 60 meters from there.
KJ playing the patent pending stance. That's a really good shot.
Nice
Just
shot.
kind of got up on him a little bit, but anything through there is
That's
fine.
a pretty easy birdie from there.
So I'm playing the eagle again here. Hyzer stand up. And... the headwind,
wow.
You didn't really see the flight, but there was a headwind that kind of lifted that over the rock.
So you went eagle, eagle, and now you're putting for eagle?
Yes.
I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty symbolic, really.
It's meant to be.
This is the first time I made it down onto the green for a putt. The way that the land lays up by the green. The roller is a good play to maybe get 15 or 20 meters.
Great shot.
Wow.
Look like a little hyzer flip putter.
Yeah. Just barely cleaned over that rock. That's what you really want there. Just get over it and get a look.
Ooh.
KJ playing the flick up shot and left it a bit outside the circle. He's going to have work from there.
Yeah, putter flicks are so touchy.
And Juhani just playing a nice, easy one. Kind of got skinny there and shimmied through the stuff. But that's pretty much a tap-in.
KJ wants this one. From where he wants that birdie.
A
little low.
Yeah, he pulled it over there. And putting for eagle. Thank goodness.
You don't miss eagle putts. That's my motto.
Nice to earn a stroke on Øyvind there, because he's been slowly and methodically reeling me in.
Yeah, and even if you have 4 or 5 strokes, it's not over till it's over.
Not on this course. Anything can happen out here.
This hole was only eagled twice. And do you know by who?
You and I.
Yeah.
All right. I was happy. I played this hole maybe 6 or 7 times. And this is the first time I got the eagle, so perfect time to get it.
We played it completely differently. I went hyzer, tap-in, and you went flick, tap-in.
You know, it didn't really feel like a tap-in, though, this round. That's how much I was struggling, right?
Yeah.
Didn't feel like a tap-in.
Mine was a tap-in.
Yeah. Here's a great shot of Øyvind throwing that hyzer flip up with his pro discus. Calling for it to get down.
I like the focus.
Hole 11, par 5. This has an uphill, downhill, uphill shape, and then over and to the right. You see the gap there in the trees? That's the ideal spot to throw your second shot. Although with the wind kind of coming right to left, I think we saw a few more players try to play the big hyzer shot over and maybe get a look at the eagle.
Yeah, this hole was one of the most frustrating holes for me because this lays out to just crush drives. You can crush the tee shot and then the upshot or second shot on the par 5. This hole was so easy for me, and I got a 12 on this hole.
You also threw it past the hole by 20 meters the first round.
I did
2
that
shots.
too.
So I'm just playing hyzer stand-up boss into a headwind. And
As long as you get up that little hill, you're good.
my main thing was to just keep it low, but somehow get to the top.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to do. And Øyvind just pounds this shot. That's smashed.
That's got a hyzer out, though.
That's bombed
Okay, that is... He can attack eagle from there.
easily. He's got to be another 30 meters past where my disc is. And Juhani playing the octane. Ooh, that flipped up on him and it stayed low, but inbounds.
That's where my drive was, too.
Now KJ.
Swirly Destroyer.
And that is
That looks
rhyme time.
Good
That's
line.
how you do it. You notice how fast the discs stop on this grass. It's so sticky. Like when you walk up this fairway, it's nice and spongy. So basically, where your disc hits, that's where it stops.
Yeah, and again, the cameras don't show how uphill this second shot is. You're just playing for that gap a little high?
So I was playing the hyzer just to play it through there. And of course, it fell down. Fell out of the sky.
Could be worse.
Yeah, that's... You didn't see where it finished there, but I'm on the second shelf. Which isn't a terrible place to be. KJ, that needs to get up. Again, on the second shelf, not a bad place
That's
to
right
be.
where you are.
Pretty close. So,
Øyvind's going huge hyzer. He has to. A little early release.
yeah.
Maybe slippery.
Yeah, and
Inbounds?
that fell down into a pretty tough position there. There's not much over there. Juhani playing the turnover up the hill. Oh, a really nice shot. Just
Inside the circle.
yeah, to get it from inside the circle there is really well done. He's maybe got, what?
50.
Yeah, 50 meters. KJ with that super money turnover putter shot. God, he's good at that. So I'm playing a Firebird here and playing the wind drag and hoping that the disc will sit on the ground. A little bit of rollout, but it did sit for the most part.
3 guys putting for birdie from the inside. And Øyvind will have to settle for a par. So you can gain another stroke.
Well, that's basically he didn't even play around with the putt. He had no.
It drops off pretty drastically behind that basket.
And so these holes are also on private property, so they're not installed. So you can tell the basket's maybe a little bit higher than the other ones. I think that's just because of the way that
It's just a couple inches, but it makes you think.
Right, with a hill behind it, all of a sudden you're really thinking, do I want to run this? Because it's going to roll at least 6 meters after that.
But you're now full of confidence after an eagle.
Ooh. Stuck it left side. Starting to get the putts in the basket.
Good enough.
Yeah. Looks good on the scorecard. Now we're moving on to one of the most beautiful holes on the course. Number 12, 124 meters, just over 400 feet. And you see the basket is precariously perched on the left side on the peninsula. The OB string is, in some places, 10 meters from the water's edge. So you've really got to play this one strong. You can either attack the basket or you can play it out to the right and play it safe for sure.
Yeah, this hole, it says 120 meters, but it's so far downhill that normally this would be like a putter mid-range shot. But in these conditions, it was a full rip.
Right, I'm taking the Thunderbird there and just making sure that I hit it hard enough to get over. Nice and safe. Not playing around with this one. This one bit me the first round.
Yeah, I was there and I got some of that bite as well.
KJ, on the other hand, he's playing it a bit more aggressive.
Looks pretty good. Ooh.
Oh, it hits, but stays safe. So that's not too bad of a place to be. He's probably close to the circle's edge there.
Yeah, and those trees have a lot of little gaps to make that putt. But this was one of the windiest greens on the whole course.
Easily. Just the water coming from the wind coming off the water from right to left. Wow.
That's right circle's edge.
Yeah, he snuck it through the trees. That's
going to be a 20-mile-an-hour headwind putt.
They say that happens all the time. That was the first time I saw somebody sneak through there. Now Juhani looks like he's going for the same thing. Playing a flat shot and then stand-up hyzer.
Just trying to get it safe.
Couldn't really see what happened there, but it hit and dropped down, also safe. So I'm just playing a nice, easy putter up there. Keep it low. Because all of a sudden the wind just starts coming out of nowhere on this one. It seems like this is the breeziest point on the course, for sure. KJ just outside the circle.
Come on. Is that Juhani?
Juhani, ew.
Flutter putt.
I think that one just got away from him a little bit.
Oh, that was a good opportunity.
Øyvind. Now he's down and he's got a tester putt coming back. Ching.
Yeah, those are a lot easier because it's a straight tailwind.
Right, he can just hit it hard. I didn't see too many cut-throughs on these baskets. These are pretty new baskets out here.
Yeah, I actually hit this basket twice.
Really?
My re-tee round 2 and then my tee shot round 3 hit the top again.
Again?
Yes.
Wow. That's ridiculous.
3 pars on this hole is possibly the best average for a group.
Yeah, it
the
might
whole
be.
Tournament.
I think this one played as a 3.7 on average. I think that's just because of oh, there's my first round shot, the one that looked perfect. Got me a 5. Yeah. Try to forget about that one. Now another really interesting hole, number 13. It's only 70 meters, but if you leave it short at all, it's a sheer cliff edge on the front, and it will roll out of bounds. The play here is to play behind the basket, near the shrubs,
And then face death.
right? And then you get to have a death putt. That's right.
Well, I actually saw someone here throw, hit the basket, bounce OB, and take a bogey.
Wow.
Because you don't play it from where it went out. You play the drop zone, which is good luck getting your bogey.
Yeah.
You played a really good shot there.
I just try to make sure it gets up. If I hit the basket, then great. But
I actually, in all my groups I played in, I didn't see a single 2 on this hole.
KJ playing what looked like a rock. And this time he played it really strong. Yeah, there were only 17 birdies on this hole. Which is surprising because it's a very short hole.
It's one of the shortest holes. And it's one of the most picturesque holes. That basket on that cliff just looks so cool. It looks like you kind of want to ace run it.
Yeah, that's the play.
You kind of have to ace run it.
Yeah, you don't want to leave it short. Now, Øyvind left it on the left side, but he's in perfect position because he doesn't have to putt right at the
It's not
OB.
a death putt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are right in that range where you kind of really want to run it, but at the same time your body will say, please don't.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Oh.
That's what happens if your mind wants to, but your body won't let you.
Øyvind just kind of laughed at that one. He ran it, and maybe he's just not used to running putts on this hole. Like, I don't know.
You're looking like you want that one. Wow.
Sometimes you gotta put it down. Figure I missed so many easy putts, I might as well make a tough one.
Yeah, that's so true. Like, missing putts makes it more probable to make the next one.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing.
You gotta think by the numbers here. Also, at this point in the round, I think I had 5 on him coming into this hole. If I miss that putt, I still have some strokes to play with.
Yes.
But if I make the putt, then it basically serves as a dagger. He's going to have a really hard time catching me unless I have some big mistakes coming down the stretch. So that was a big one.
Yeah, bonus birdie.
Isn't that sad to say? It's a 70 meter shot. It's a bonus birdie. That's just nuts to me.
It's different.
It's a tricky hole. That one's definitely one of the trickiest, most beautiful holes out here. So on hole 14, this is what I believe to be the best par 4 on the course. 202 meters. You've got OB in front and a gap that you could hit to get through. Ideally, want to get anywhere in this region, out by the path. That's a great shot anywhere in there. But you see the way the lay of the land is. You've got the road on the right out of bounds, and then you've got the water on the left.
The path is not out of bounds.
No, and the trees kind of shape the fairway here, and also with the green, it shapes down to the left. So the backhand right-handed player is kind of maybe a little worried about letting it slide OB.
Yeah, 3 on this hole is world class. 3 great shots. I did not get a single 3.
Yeah, I pulled that one again. That seemed to be a popular place for me to throw my disc this week.
It's not bad.
No, it didn't drop down out of bounds, so I'm happy. You see some players that just throw the easy hyzer here, and I think that's a really smart play. That's Pipe Dream from KJ. What a shot. Maybe just a little to the left of where he wanted it. But
That's about as far as you can throw it on this hole, and still from getting a 3 from there is going to be not easy.
Well, I've been taking the hyzer.
He throws some of the highest hyzers I've ever seen.
It's insane.
Yeah.
He throws really far. Juhani playing the turnover, sneaking it through. That's in prime position.
Yes.
It's great real estate there. So I'm running a little uphill here, so I opted to go to the forehand just to play it out and play it safe.
Oh, you're going for a 4 now? You're kind of riding out just to win it.
The idea here is just don't make a big mistake, right?
Yeah.
I just don't want to take a 6 and give him a couple back.
Smart.
Sometimes you have to play your cards. That's a perfect line, just a little too low. See how fast that thing got grabbed?
There were 3 birdies on this hole. 3.
This round?
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, this is a really tricky hole. Just the way that the trees are shaped and all that. That's what makes it so tough, because you can't really hang it out like Juhani did just there, or else you have a really obstructed putt coming in.
And the whole fairway slopes down to the water.
Yeah, there's no easy way to go about this hole.
No.
KJ looking to get aggressive here. Just barely misses the stuff and is up there for a 5-meter putt.
He should run this. He did not run it. I would have tried and crush it.
I didn't think he was going to run it, but then I saw him lining up the sidearm and thinking, boy, he's trying to put this one in.
I mean, yeah, he's 6 strokes behind you and 4 in front of KJ, so he doesn't really have anything to lose at this point.
I just tried to pitch mine up. It was kind of an obstructed third, but going to get an up and down 4. Juhani, that's a really tough position. You have to put it up in the air and then onto an angle that would probably roll your disc. There's one of those threes. One of the 3 threes on the hole.
Yeah, that was a great drive, great upshot, and solid putt.
Yeah, that's KJ for you.
Is that sunshine?
Looks like it.
It's trying. So that was 1 birdie and 3 fours.
Might be the best. Might be
again probably the best
average for the group.
That's hole 14. 4 to go.
Okay, welcome back. We're coming down the stretch on Spin TV, filmed by SM Productions. We're on hole 15 at the Sula Open. This is the shortest hole on the course, 67 meters, just about 220 feet. This hole really lines up for an ace run.
This is the only hole on the course that plays under par, and it's a 2.8 average.
A 2.8?
Yes.
You're kidding.
I mean, it's a tight gap.
This
it's
is a
very
tight gap.
uphill, and
there's a lot of weird little bounces that can happen on that hill too.
yeah.
And even if you do ace run it with a fast disc, you could definitely send it by and not going to have an opportunity.
This is also the only hole that was aced.
I think KJ kind of rolled down there. That wasn't a great position for him. I'm taking the flick eagle. No messing around. I got 4 holes to get out of here, so right up and in. Now, Øyvind's got to be thinking, I'm pulling the trigger. It's time to go. I got to make a move now.
Is he throwing the jokery?
I believe so. Look at this. He just squares the post.
Yeah.
If he'd have thrown it higher, I think he would have aced it. But again, you don't want to throw this one too high. All of a sudden, you're starting to flirt with the limbs, and you could fly it a little too far. So you see his disc shining up there. He's parked. Juhani also playing the inside out.
Oh, that's going to be a 10-meter uphill putt. Oh.
So KJ kind of fell back here. Watch this look.
Ooh.
Just to be able to get through the stuff and have an opportunity. That was a great putt.
To miss by 1 centimeter.
Yeah. Like, look what he's putting through over there.
Yeah, that was not 10 meters.
That was more
6.
like 6, 7.
He doesn't seem very excited about that birdie.
I don't know why. I was saying all week, my putting percentage with my driver has been really good. If I could just keep parking holes and putting with my driver, I'm going to be doing just fine. KJ taps in the 3 there. Funny enough, to 3 the hole that he had just 3'd prior, the toughest par 4 on the course, and then come to the easiest birdie hole and get a 3. He's got to be a little sour about that.
That's golf.
So here we are on hole 16. I would say the signature hole of the course. at least the signature green.
Yeah.
You see where the string line is. This hole's just treacherous. There's just no easy way about it. You can't park it because it's up on a knoll, so your disc is going to roll away.
Yes.
So the play here is to maybe play it to about 30 feet to the right, and then you have a real decision to make if you want your disc back.
Most players will throw the simple hyzer and just make sure they give it enough distance, because if you go too long, there's actually not out of bounds, it's a hazard. So you throw where it lies with 1 stroke penalty.
Yeah, kind of like that. Just make sure I get over.
Yeah.
Throw it with hyzer disc. That's safe. So
yeah, I just saw one guy actually going like any line at this hole, which was crazy.
Yeah, I heard about him.
Yeah, you saw it?
Yeah, that
Did
was
you like
crazy.
it?
I thought it was going to ace it. It was a little too breezy that day, though. Boy, this would be a phenomenal hole-in-one, though. You got to think of all the holes to get. There's nowhere else to go. If you hit the chains there, you are definitely going out of bounds for sure. Juhani playing it perfectly. That's precisely what you want here, and then really just a layup.
Yeah, it was so windy on this green too that if you were outside 20 meters, your upshot was actually really difficult. Because you don't want more than 5 meters.
Yeah, so if you go in the water or you're out of bounds, you go immediately to the drop zone, which is where KJ is going to go right now. And this approach shot from the drop zone is no easy task.
That was so uncharacteristic for KJ.
Yeah, he just left the nose up on it. And that is about as good as you can do from there.
Wow.
And he still almost went out of bounds. Yeah, very, very tricky one. So I decide that there's a route, and I'm going to take it. Bye-bye.
I love that you ran that again.
Oh, you got to, you know. Now, at this point in the game, I can run that wholeheartedly.
Yeah, hole
no
17, nothing can really go too wrong, and hole 18 is routine.
Yeah, I've got enough strokes to play with, so I figure if I made that putt through the trees, then people would think about it for years. But no, it's just another missed putt on my tally of missed putts for this round. So, yeah. They gave me a pretty favorable lie here. But really hard to get any lie that you can stand comfortably on. So I think they just said, yeah, that's fine. Because you can hurt yourself pretty bad there.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
As I go out to get my disc, there's a beautiful shot of this hole the day prior. Yeah, what a beautiful green, and just an amazing place to play golf, really.
Yeah, that's one of the prettiest holes or greens I've ever seen.
So, hole 17, 94 meters, just over 300 feet. And you've got, they call this the bridge hole, and you've got out of bounds line. This hole could be treacherous if you hit the trees on the left and maybe roll out of bounds. But that's about the only danger that you're looking to watch out for. This is a pretty routine, standard, basic hole. Expect a lot of birdies here. What was the score spread on this? Was 3.1. So
still over par.
Oh, he's on the line again.
That's good enough. Yeah, this hole has a really good backstop too, so I was ripping a driver at it just because you can't really go long.
So I hear that next year they're going to take the basket and put it up onto that ridge. But we'll see.
Yeah, this course needs to get harder.
Right, it needs more difficulty. Right. I'm playing the inside out here, and got a good break there.
6 players out of 86 were under par. Total.
Yeah, I think it needs to get harder.
Yeah, this hole especially, it's too easy.
Look at this. That thing just didn't move. KJ with the laser. Sick. So Juhani floated it out early, And he's playing a little sidearm pitch. And he just throws this too hard and gets a bad skip off the stuff. So he's out of bounds.
He's putting for bogey from circle's edge.
Yeah, that's a tough break there. Guess he's really caught up.
Flutter.
I love the flutter. So
and this is just for the show now.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, will I make a putt today?
Oh, wow.
Finally. Got one to stick.
Was that dead center in the heart of the chains?
Just outside the circle. Yeah, that was dead center. Hard, baby. Now, Juhani putting for his bogey. Now, you've got to think, oh, no. So, double bogeying, second to last hole. Now, all of a sudden, he's got to be thinking, what's somebody from the chase card doing, right?
And him and KJ were still so close. But that's 3 strokes going.
Yeah. Yeah, they were within 1 at that point.
Heartbreaker.
Yeah, that hurts. He'd been putting together a pretty valiant run. He hadn't had his best day, but still, like, keeping the damage to a minimum. You know, making quality shots.
That was round 2?
I think so. Yes, it was. On to the final hole, number 18. Going back to the clubhouse. So, the sand pit is safe. Road's OB. Left of the fence is OB. You see the string area with the tree there on the right side being a mandatory, so you have to go to the left of the tree. And then it swings out in front of the clubhouse for the finishing. This is a really, really interesting hole, and one that I just didn't want to mess with the whole time. I played this hole very, very simply and just played the layup. Somebody with your power, you can take this one up and around and really go for the eagle.
Yeah, I went for this hole, but sadly, you can kind of see the Norwegian flag there in the back. It was like perfectly bad to throw it.
Terrible wind.
Are you on the drop zone again?
No, just about 1.5 meters in front of it this time. So that's the idea.
Yeah.
Just play it right to there. That's a flat area. KJ.
Is that going straight for the bush?
Yep. And it never let it go. So they don't play the 2-meter rule at this event, or that would have been a 2-meter call.
That's the reason I don't lay up.
That little tree right there, yeah. It's kind of in the perfect place for a back in.
Screwing up layups is, for me, the hardest thing about disc golf.
Yeah, when you just try to play a smart game plan and then you don't execute it, yeah. It's got to be the most frustrating thing ever.
Why didn't I just go for it?
Yeah. Oh, with your power, I'd probably go for everything. Then again, I got some guys. Look at this shot.
Is that going to be safe?
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Nice.
Stand still behind the stuff, out and over the out of bounds. That's just savage.
And he can still get a birdie from there.
That's just freakish.
25 meters. I really want him to park this.
Turned it up.
Didn't get it over.
Hooked up on him.
Stay in bounds. That's out?
That's in.
That's in.
Just barely. I've been throwing a really nice shot, maybe just a little too much angle on it. Curled at the circle and probably out to about 14 meters.
Good final gallery putt waiting for him.
Yep. So I tried to throw that a little higher and get it to go. And just throw it all the way in, but that snuck up to about 25 feet. Maybe about
Those are
8 meters.
The winning putts you kind of don't want to miss because it's for the win.
Totally.
Or are you just going to lay it up? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because then if you miss it, you're just totally embarrassed, right?
Yes, exactly.
you want to be outside the circle or just parked.
Exactly.
Yeah. Juhani giving it a good bid there, but just a little low.
All right, Øyvind, finish in style.
You know, he put so much hard work onto the course that I didn't really see him.
Yes.
I didn't really see him missing that one.
He's happy. He's
Yeah.
stoked, and I'm happy for him. Great tournament.
Yeah, awesome tournament.
He's such a nice guy.
And he's the course. I guess he's the course manager. Kind of, you know, puts folks where they need to be to make sure the course is in good shape. So, really, really well done for him to come out and play with such heart. Again, like we were talking about, I'm like, okay, just make a putt, you know, right? Just don't miss this one. But thankfully, I had warmed up at that point, and the putter started to go in the basket.
No worries.
Yeah, it was nice. Nice to go wire to wire at this tournament.
And you got hole 18 all 3 times.
All 3 rounds. Yep.
That's incredible.
You know, easy to.
Solid win by 6. That's
Easy
right
to,
on the edge of domination.
Yeah, imagine if I could have made some putts. No, the way that this course plays, it could unravel at any point. So there was never a moment where I really felt like I was dominating the event. Just seemed like I made a few less mistakes than the other guys.
Yeah, Øyvind's going to be 2nd place. KJ's in 3rd.
Juhani, I think he dropped to maybe 5th or 6th. He dropped to 6th place.
Oh, there it is.
Behind Marcus and Knut Holland, young local player. And that's going to do it for us. For Simon Lazat, this is Gregg Barsby. Big thanks again to the European Pro Tour and the sponsor Discmania and SM Productions. And you're watching Spin TV. Thank you to all the patrons as well for donating to SM and getting great disc golf coverage here.